What's up guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be going over the Hollyland Mars 300 Pro Enhanced. That is a mouthful, but here it is. I hope it's focusing. This thing is a great product. I've used it for like 3 months now. And I'm going to go over the pros and cons of this product. I am going to go over all the specs as well. Overall, I think it's a great product, but there is some things you should know about it. So with that, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to go over in this video is how much it costs and then the specs. It costs $469. Right now on Amazon, it's 11% discount. You know how they do those discounts sometimes. It is 11% lower than usual, so I'm guessing it's a $500 product. It's pretty awesome. But now that you know the price, the link will be down in the description if you are interested in purchasing these. So yeah, with that, let's get into the specs and then let's get into the pros and cons and then what I use it for. So I am getting these specs off of their website, which I'm gonna back up with my real world experience. I'm gonna say yay or nay. The first spec is that it has a 300 feet range, which I can back up and say that it does have 300 feet or can go a little longer than 300 feet if there's nothing in the way of the signal. If it's just line of sight, it can go like 300, 400 feet. As you see right here, me and my daughter did a test in my yard. It was line of sight. Right now I'm gonna go on Google and see how far that actually was. Okay, so after further investigation, me and my daughter, we only tested it and we only went 200 feet. So I can't say that it goes 300, but as you see here, the footage is clean, it's smooth. And as you see further down in the video, what I use these for, you are gonna see that I definitely do think it will go 300. But anyways, that's, not nothing to dwell on. It has a good range. Okay, so another thing these do is they transmit up to 1080p 60 Hertz. So 1080p resolution, which is good for live streaming. It's important for when you're live streaming to have at least 1080p. I think that's great for live streaming. Some people want to go out there and do 4K, which you're gonna have to have a really, really powerful computer to encode that, but maybe not, maybe I don't know, because I only stream 1080p. But anyways, these do 1080p up to 60 Hertz, which is really nice too if you're on a production and you give the producer a screen. You at least want them to have 1080p to see what the heck's going on. And up to 60 Hertz, that's great because most screens are 60 Hertz. And say you're shooting in 4K 60, it's gonna be able to broadcast that 60 Hertz, which is great. Or not broadcast, but it's gonna be able to transmit those 60 Hertz, which is really awesome. Speaking of awesome, these wheels on the side of these Hollyland Mars 300 Pro Enhanced version, they have wheels on the side. It's a 3-in-1. It will go both ways, up and down. It will push in for select. It's really great. That's how you go in and out of your menu system. You hold it down, the menu will pop up. You go up and down to see what menus you need to do. It has version info. It has the menu to pair if it don't automatically pair. Channel scan to find the best channel, which is great for range. And then you could exit out. On this one right here, the one that goes on top of the camera, the TX, it shows the channel. You can hold it down as well. This one, the fan actually spins in this one. On the RX, I don't think there's a fan in there. I never heard it kick on, but this is all it is. I mean, there's no antenna on there, nothing. But the one that goes on top of the camera, there's a fan that kicks on whenever it needs to. It shows a fan sign on the screen. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. The thumb wheel switch is great, and the OLED screen on the side is great. As you see here on the TX, you have fan control, you have scene mode, which when you go into scene mode, you could do HD or standard, which is great. I keep it in HD, of course. And fan control, you can go to auto or you can turn it off, I guess, if you wanted to overheat it. I don't know why you would want to do that, but I keep it in auto. So yeah, it has all the features you need. You don't really need much, because these are transmitters. You don't need a whole bunch of settings. As long as you can find you a channel and they're connected, as you see here, they are connected right now. And these are the batteries that I use. These batteries, like I said, I'm getting a little sidetracked, but these batteries are huge and they will last so long. I've never had them die, so I can't really tell you how long they will last, but they're pretty dang cheap on Amazon. I will have these batteries in the description as well, a link, so you can check out the price because I don't know off the top of my head. Anyways, was saying that it has real-time APP monitoring, which is what I use it for. Is I most of the time use my tablet with the RX. So what I do is I plug this into the camera that I want to transmit the video, the TX, I plug it into the camera, and then it throws out a signal to this. It transmits a signal to this. What this does, which is the RX, transmits Wi-Fi signal, which I plug it in. I go to settings on my tablet, I go to the Wi-Fi settings, and then I connect to this Wi-Fi. You see it, it's a Wi-Fi. Click on it, the password will be in the box. You go to the HollyView app, which is Hollyland's app, and then you hit connect. Once you hit connect, it shows everything. It has so many features in this app. So you could view and do what you need to do. You could view zebras, you could view everything. Everything a cinema camera has for the features that you need to view, you could view it. Like everything. It has focus peaking, it has zebras, it has everything that you would need in this app. So you could see exactly what, say you're a producer, you could see exactly what the camera operator is doing, like perfectly. It's really cool. That's most of the time I use it. I just use my tablet because it's a big screen. You could also hook this to an external screen so you don't have to use a tablet, and then just plug it in HDMI out, and then you have a feed that way. You could do that as well, but you have to think about, does that screen have all these cool features? Does it have, you know, focus peaking, which most of them probably do if you're in the production world, but the tablet has it and it's great. So with that, I think I went a little long on the APP monitoring. It does have channel scan as well, so if you're having trouble finding a channel, you could hit channel scan, which I did mention already, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. It does have HDMI input, HDMI loop out, which is really nice. On the RX, you could have up to 3 screens connected on this one RX transmitter. You could have a monitor, another monitor, and then the Wi-Fi. So up to 3 screens can be connected off of this one RX transmitter, Hollyland transmitter. And then obviously it'd be one feed, but you could have up to 3 screens, which is really phenomenal, really great. I think that's awesome. I really love the Wi-Fi feature, so you can connect it to a phone, to a tablet. I use it for the tablet, but I really love that feature. Also, another thing, these have multiple power options. As I use a battery, I do use a battery to power these because I just bought the batteries, it's more convenient. You can buy smaller batteries as well, so it's not hanging out so big, but I did buy the bigger ones. But you also could do USB-C to a power bank, which is really convenient because a lot of people, they have this rig built up, and then you could build this into your rig, and a lot of people with their rig, they have a USB power bank plugged into everything, and then you could also plug this in USB-C to your power bank, so you don't have to worry about having a heavy battery on there. It'll just be a cable, you know, it all intertwined with your rig that you already have built, which is really nice. Okay, so before we go over my experience, let's go over what's in the box real quick. When you buy this straight from their website or Amazon, you have 1 transmitter, you have 1 receiver, you have 3 antennas. It came with 3 antennas, which is really nice. Comes with a user guide. It comes with an expansion accessory for your Ronin gimbal. It comes with a cold shoe, one of those, and then it also comes with a USB-C by USB for the battery or whatever you want to hook it up to. So that's all it comes with. It comes with more than enough. I did not expect the expansion accessory for the gimbals, which is great that it does have that. Okay, so now that you know all the specs, let's go over my experience with these transmitters, Hollyland Mars 300 Pro Enhanced. Long name. So now let's go over that. So what I use them for is, y'all know I produce a TV show. It's a fishing show. We have 2 camera guys, sometimes more, but most of the time it's only 2 camera guys. What I do is the camera guy is on boat B. I'm on boat A. Obviously I can't monitor what he's doing. He always shoots great, but say there's something that he just don't think of because he don't have, you know, my brain. I don't have his brain. Sometimes he tells me, hey, what about shooting this? So it's not that he's not a great shooter, but it's always good to monitor, especially when you're the producer of the show. You want to make sure the shots are getting got, if that makes any sense. You want to make sure the shots are, you know, he's getting the shots that you need for the show. So what I do is I hook this to his camera. Yes, we have a shot list, yes, but sometimes when you're out there, you see stuff, and sometimes you just want to make sure that he's getting what you need. And then obviously I put this on my boat, boat A. This goes on boat B onto his camera, hooked up to his camera with his Ronin. And then I hook this to my tablet and it sits on the dash of the boat. And then I hit record. That's another cool thing about the HollyView app is you can hit record. And it records a very low quality. I think it's a 1080p, very compressed video. Say we're shooting a couple hours go by, he's shooting stuff, I'm shooting stuff. I'm monitoring it every now and again because obviously I got to focus on my shooting, so I can't, you know, monitor it all the time. So say we get a down break, maybe a lunch break or something comes up to where we have a little break. So I stop recording on the tablet and then I scrub through his footage to make sure he's getting what I need. That's it. I mean, since it's very compressed, it's an iPad, it's iPad Pro, so it can scrub through footage really good. I can make sure he's focused. I can make sure all the shots he's getting is what I need, which is really nice, really nice. So that's what I use these Hollyland Mars Pro, whatever they're called. That's what I use them for. And they're really great. And we're out in the hot sun all day and they don't overheat. They never have any problems. The batteries last all day. Usually it's an 8-hour shoot. They last all day. This tablet battery lasts all day too. I know it's not about the tablet, but it lasts all day as well. So the negative that I have is sometimes, this happened to me. If you don't pay attention and you don't change the channel, well, it's hard to call it a con because it's a user error more than it's a product error. It will just static out and you know, it'll pick up the signal whenever the boat B guy is just sitting literally right there. It feels like he's literally right there, 20 feet away, and then the signal will suck. But if you change the channel, it tightens right up and then no problems. I mean, I don't have any really big cons about this product. It's just a solid product. Like everything that you need in a transmitter, this has. It has the screen so you can see what's going on. You could buy these batteries or you could hook it up to a power bank, USB-C. Literally everything that you need is here with these transmitters. It's a great product. I would highly recommend purchasing one. Just whenever you're using it, make sure that make sure you're on the right channel, make sure it's not bugging out on you. All you gotta do is change the channel and you're fine. So with that, thanks for watching. I hope this wasn't a long video. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and I'll see you in the next video.